Welcome back everybody, this is Grace, and today what you're going to be seeing is using some stat revamp changes and changes that came along with the stat revamp to get a pretty interesting kill on Carnax. So the first thing you're going to see is switching into an FD energy armor with the weird ward shield. The rationale behind this is if he does his ice attack, you'll dodge it automatically with the auto dodge. If he does the fire energy attack, you'll tank the energy attack, take a lot of damage, but not a impossible amount of damage to manage. Then what I do next is I set up my paladin armor in FD and with the righteous inspiration bonus, and then of course soar back to turn him undead. And now Carnax is still hitting for a lot of damage, but not an amount that can't be healed or managed pretty easily. Charo symbiote is there of course to lower the damage a little bit. You'll see into the fight I switch into baby egg. I didn't bother to calculate which was more efficient because it didn't really end up mattering, but that's one way you can do it. And of course the Commune Against Wisdom Misc to get yourself started on that Omni elemental defense against undead. Works for Carnax's 3 elements. There's another way to do it, but it's less good. So I start out the fight for a little bit attacking with the Rainbow Twilly board. That is because it's a ranged weapon and it has a defensive bonus. What happens is Carnax has 150 MRM, so I'm trying to miss a lot, ramp up my accuracy using the new dex behavior, and once my accuracy is relatively ramped up, I will move into my method, which you'll see is a Pris burn method. Now, I actually forgot to bring the weapon I'd hoped to bring, which is the Cursed Scythe. That's actually a really old ranged weapon you can find in Robina's shop, and it does a bit of an odd thing. It's like level 15 or so, and it has a minus 15 BTH lean. So the goal behind that is to obviously miss all the time because you're missing out on that 19 accuracy from the level being max, the weapon being max level, and you're also losing 15 accuracy. So I would use that weapon to miss very often and then ramp my accuracy faster. As you can see, it took me about maybe 7 or 8 turns to get my accuracy to the point where I was happy with it. If I'd had the Cursed Scythe, it would have been a lot faster. But I'll make another video showcasing that. If you're a little confused about it, no worries. We'll get right into it later on. But now I'm pretty much satisfied with my accuracy at this point. So what you're going to see in just a moment here is a bit of a heal loop, but just the heal loop. Your body heals at the speed of light, heals based off light resistance, so of course Carnax with his 150 light resistance gives you a big heal. Yep. Okay, so the first part of this strategy is the Love Struck Misc. This is the first guaranteed celerity source you've gotten that isn't locked to an armor that's easy to trigger. And then we're going to be moving right into Shenyaa. So 2 things make this strategy work well. 1, burn potence was changed to work on Pris burn a patch or 2 ago. This also affects burn immunity, burn resistance, etc., all that type of stuff. And second, is that the Pride Lord guest can Ferocious Strike. That might not stick around, but it probably will. I mean, who knows if they're ever going to bug fix anything. We'll see. But I've got burn potence on the shield, Misc, and the armor. Has a minus 20 save built in. It's versus charisma, so it's not a bad roll compared to the other ones. And I got Spotter Drake as well, so lots of potency to inflict that prismatic burn. And now Carnax has a passive prismatic burn, permanent. Any further prismatic burn I inflict will build into that prismatic burn he already has. And what you'll see throughout this kill is that I end up building that prismatic burn larger and larger. So I'm going to speed up the rest of the clip really fast, but the basics of it is I spend 2 turns heal looping in Paladin after using Love Struck to attack with Shenyaa. Then I use Shenyaa again with all the potency stacking I've got in my pocket, and then I go back to Paladin and heal loop. And with that I slowly build up prismatic burn faster and faster. And here I'm going to pop in a clip where you can see just how much damage it was doing to him every turn by the end of the kill. 5,000 damage, pretty crazy. But if you do watch the whole clip through, You'll see at the beginning I was spending a lot of turns attacking with Boreal Cavalier Glaive. That was something I was testing out, but I decided in the end it would be better to just switch back and forth between the Shenyaa permanent Prisburn skill and heal looping rather than trying to inflict more Prisburn than I really could with the weapon, because the weapon save roll isn't bad with all the potency I had from Paladin and the Pride Lord, but it wasn't great either. So that's that. I thought this method was pretty fun. I also stacked probably the biggest Prisburn anyone's ever done, not in terms of damage, but in terms of Prisburn power, which I think is cool. And I think I can actually get a much higher number. So if you guys are interested in seeing the highest Prisburn stack possible, or that I think is possible, let me know, and I'll try it out on a boss you might not expect, but it might be Carnax. We'll see. Who knows? But anyways, I just wanted to showcase this clip that the significance of the two updates is that, one, prismatic burn is way easier to inflict now that it works with burn potency, and two, ranged accuracy ramping is really good for unbeatable strategies, like Saphira, who inflicts a massive blind, Carnax, who has massive MRM, or even Nightbane, who has massive MRM, which is exciting. It's very cool stuff. And of course, Nightbane, you can't inflict statuses, but anyways, cool that this new mechanic is here that we can use for unbeatables. With that being said, I'll see you guys later. Feel free to watch the whole thing if you'd like, but that's all I've got to say. Have a great day and spread some peace and love. Bye-bye.